What has the open week and the enhanced competition been like through your eyes? The way the guys have been working through that.
I think we had great intensity. Maybe that can shuffle a guy here and there and gives them some new energy and create some depth. When you create depth, you create competition. Create competition, iron sharpens iron. So we're getting guys getting better. And I think we helped our depth situation in some spots and be able to play some guys rolling in and out. What that'll do for you later in the half, later in the game, you got fresher guys. So we got to stay healthy now with what we got and be able to utilize that. And worked on fundamentals and worked on catching balls, worked on creating turnovers, and eliminating some of our penalties that we had. And that's improved throughout the last 2 weeks of the season.
Who are some of the guys that have earned more playing time?
Well, we haven't played a game yet, but the guys that are viable for that, I think you got Rashad back, Clyde, you got Bullock in there, and you got Whitehurst at my spot. You got Hamilton up front. You got in the back end there, you got Ernie Tabatu working in a little bit for us. So we got some great creative depth in every position a little bit that we can roll people in and out. Now we got to perform at the same level when you're in there. It can't be a drop off between the guy going in and the guy going out. And but go in there, play fast, play hard, get the next guy in there. And also you got to build some chemistry between guys playing in there together. So when you change a guy, they're used to playing with a 1 and a 2 out there when you got guys mixed. There's something about chemistry with your front, your back end, and things like that, guys playing together.
Whitehurst had obviously the splash play, the block punt at Florida State. How would you evaluate him as a whole, as a freshman, how he's gotten to the midway point in terms of retaining and progressing, and what you see for him the rest of this year?
Well, he's got it. When I talk about it, he's got that find the ball ability. He can find the hole and hit it. And, he sees things. He's got great vision. I always say this. I said this before here. A great linebacker is like a great running back. Sometimes the hole isn't always where it's supposed to be, and they can find it. He's got that. And you coach everything as a linebacker coach. First step, pad level, going here. But after that, they got to find the ball, and he has that. So he's got that naturalness there. He's a wiry guy, but he plays really strong. You look at him, you don't think he's a real imposing guy, but he plays a little stronger than he looks, so he can get off blocks and separate, and he tackles with power. So as a freshman at this stage, I think he's really progressed. I think his high school coach did a good job with him too, because he's got a background in fundamentals that he's able to build on here, and that's helped him play and make an impact for us early on.
Coach, it looks like trying to get Nelson more working in. What's the benefits of having a guy as big as he is coming off the edge when you're facing a kind of a power team like Louisville?
Oh, you're going to get doubled down on a lot, so you're going to have a bigger body in there. And also putting him on the tight end sometimes puts a bigger body on their 260-pound tight end. So you got to match some size, and he gives you some girth and some size there. One thing Clavon's got a knack for, he knocks down a lot of passes. He don't get a lot of sacks, but he gets his hands up and knocks passes down. So a lot of the game right now is this quick game stuff, and catch, throw, and boom. You just got to get in throwing lanes and affect the passer. Sometimes it isn't always just in his face pressure. You got to affect and get in the throwing lane. He's got a knack for getting his hands and knocking balls down out here in practice.
You guys only have 2 pass deflections on the defensive line. Is that something you can kind of coach up to help?
Yeah, that's what we got to get better at. You got to get in the throwing lanes, and you got to understand that everything's not a 5 and 7 step drop. You got a 3-step is catch and throw, and you got to get your hands up and affect the passer that way. And we need more batted balls. That's part of pass defense too.